introduce Kwajalynn Mare. Sweet and tangy, the taste of these exotic fruits grown too close to delicate touch, articulated by hunger and driven by memory, a single dark brown complexion, feminine hands pull a well-chosen meal free. The sweet scent surrounded her, and the tangy flavor stimulated her taste buds, bringing a smile to her face. But Kwajalynn Mare was still hungry. Her strength needed to be fed. There wasn't enough fruit in the whole of Bosca village, which could provide her with a complete meal. Kwajalynn Mare wanted meat, and resting in the fruit orchard is the best way to accomplish that task, possessing skill well known to the countless inhabitants of the elemental realm, and I do mean countless. Kwajalynn searches for dinner as well as a worthy opponent, never taking pleasure in killing another. A girl's got to eat after all. But mortal combat far surpassed anything her younger brother could throw at her, although Borus does have a way to test Kwajalynn's patience. Far off and deep in the forest, Borus Mare could be more felt than seen, more known than heard, training fiercely, trying to be like his big sis. Of course, Borus doesn't want to be a girl, but it infuriates him to know his sister is stronger, faster, and more clever than him. Borus has never bested his sister in combat, and Kwajalynn can't wait until the day comes that he does. For she knows there are warriors in the elemental realm greater than her. Warriors who are stronger than she could ever imagine, more than anything. That's the reason why Kwajalynn put her life on the line. So to achieve the greatest honor known throughout the land, to become an elemental goddess, to be more than she is now, to ascend beyond who and what she is, to be remembered as a great warrior. As great as that was, Kwajalynn's most pressing concern was whether she could surpass her brother. Which of the two of them would become an elemental first? Borus was becoming quite skillful with his knife, but Kwajalynn was still unable to entirely focus, which hindered her ascension. She could never explain it. It was as if the planets distracted her, as if existence were trying to teach her, trying to warn her and tell her something is wrong. Something? In an instant, the world swam back to her. Even the breeze was too loud. Meditation focused Kwajalynn's senses, but when distracted, her heightened senses became overwhelmed. Quickly, Kwajalynn pushed back all of Bosca village, ambient energy, where her home currently resides. It's only the place she knows besides the fisher village several miles upriver. Other than rumors, Kwajalynn never ventured beyond the forest line marked by the gateway. No, she liked her little corner of the world and wasn't ready to leave. Regaining control of her senses, she focused on only energy signals deep within the forest, not too far from her little brother's location. Kwajalynn felt something so powerful. It brought a smile to her face, and quickly she moved through the forest canopy. Despite the density of the trees, moving with the sole purpose of engaging in mortal combat with a superior foe and to eat dinner. To Kwajalynn, distance was not relevant, and in no time she was upon her target. Arriving at her destination, a huge predator towered over Kwajalynn Mare, more than twice her size, with fresh blood covering its growling jaws and nose, invoking Kwajalynn's envy. Unafraid, Kwajalynn stood excited, offensively standing fan blade on standby. The two warriors stare each other down. With a build of a canine and a growl to match, the massive predator charged at Kwajalynn. The bulk of its massive body is threatening to crush Kwajalynn's small body with all intent and purpose to defend and destroy. But Kwajalynn is very clever, dropping to her knee and ducking under the creature-killing blow. Cunning glowing in her eyes, and the rampaging beast is moving steadily in the forest away from her, possessing skills beyond description. Kwajalynn stood eyeing the fresh kill before her. A warrior is what she is. For a split second, she was tempted to settle with scraps and just keep her gifts. After all, a fresh kill is hard to come by, no matter who or what you are. Unfortunately, Kwajalynn loves to play with her food, and goddesses don't settle for less, which meant the chase was on. Drawing power from the wind itself, her movements were as gentle as a breeze. Her stance became a squat. Simultaneously, a single hand freed her fan blade, turning her graceful stance into one of a warrior. Wielding the wind with her mind and body, both arms extended at low angles. The grass beneath her began to swirl from her power, as did Kwajalynn's dark black hair. It has the likeness of cotton. Her indescribable, beautiful, full-lipped smile quickly became the seductive grin of a cunning warrior. The beast's defeat was imminent. With the grace of a swan and the stealth of an owl, Kwajalynn executed a perfect one-half twist inward backflip, which landed her upon the massive creature back. Facing forward, her presence didn't even slow the beast down. Kwajalynn readied her fan blade and aimed for the creature's spine, but hunger has made her sloppy, and the creature easily shook Kwajalynn free, landing in front of the beast's dazed, but not hurt. Kwajalynn quickly began to regain her focus, securing her fan blade. Behind her, the towering monster trembled as it began to power up for an elemental attack, an attack that Kwajalynn was not ready for. The predator is a wind elemental on top of sharp fangs and claws. It's capable of unleashing a powerful blast of dirt and wind like a dust cloud energy ball. That blast erupts out of the creature's mouth in the form of a dust storm, which was slightly larger than she was. The attack had enough force to send Kwajalynn flying across the forest. Kwajalynn lands on her shoulder, then rolls to her back and slides across the forest floor, her constitution still intact for an instant. Kwajalynn lay unmoved, bruised, and bleeding. Behind her, the huge predator lunged through a cloud of dust, looking even more massive. With both hands, Kwajalynn is wielding her fan blade sword, protecting her face from the jaws of the massive predator, which threatened to bite her head off. While wrestling with the beast, Kwajalynn managed to free one hand, then aim it at the belly of the beast. Her hands began to glow with ambient blue light as it powered up to unleash a powerful attack. Still on the ground, a powerful explosion followed, which sent the huge beast flying through the air and across the forest. The huge predator slams into a tree, followed quickly by Kwajalynn wielding her fan blade, piercing into the beast's side, spraying her with warm blood and causing the beast to cry out in agony. A cry so loud it caused Kwajalynn to release her fan blade and cut both of her ears in agony. Still in extreme pain, the giant predator looks up upon Kwajalynn as she clenches her ears beside it. Kwajaleyn's fan blade is still sticking out of its side as it plotted its escape, leaving Kwajalynn to stand and stare at the forest line.